And we're live. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on today's webinar titled, Why Do You Need a Project Viewer in Your Company? My name is Stefan, and today we will be discussing the benefits your company will experience from implementing a project viewer in its environment. Alongside me today is my colleague Emil, who will cover the main benefits of a project viewer and our titled project viewer, Seavus Project Viewer, in more detail.
Hello to all.
During this webinar, we will cover not only financial, but also productivity and collaboration benefits from implementing a project viewer in your environment. But I would like to start with the basics today, and the basics usually mean a definition. What is a project viewer? Project viewers are software solutions which allow team members and project executives to open, view, and analyze Microsoft project files without having Microsoft Project installed on their computer. Basically, it means that team members are not allowed to have Microsoft Project, are not required to have Microsoft Project to analyze the files. The emergence of project viewers comes from the two main user groups. They're usually present in any project-oriented organizations. They are users who create or modify the project plans, like these are usually the project managers. And on the other hand, they're the users who need to review and analyze the information in the previously prepared project plans. Many companies are using project viewers today, including many of the Fortune 500 companies and many other big project-oriented organizations. I would just like to name a few, like BMW, Ford Motors, Airbus, Westinghouse, Marks & Spencer, and many others. As I said, a project viewer is a solution for the second user group, the viewers of the project plans, as it provides them with a set of views and additional features for reviewing and analyzing the project information. Generally, project viewers reduce licensing costs in organizations substantially and enable a vast number of users that were fed with project information through alternative and usually inefficient means like file export or printed plans due to high cost and complexity of using Microsoft Project to now directly communicate with project stakeholders using the same information as well. Today we will be also presenting Seavus Project Viewer in more detail, along with the company benefits which have been distinguishing it into the leader on the market it is today. In the end, we will also briefly cover the latest release, titled Seavus Project Viewer 2016, which is the first project viewer on the market with support for Microsoft Project 2016 files. Of course, there are other innovative features here as well, but I would like to leave that part to my colleague Emil. I would just like to mention and invite you all to please ask us questions during the webinar, and we'll try to find time to answer it either here or in a private message after the webinar.
Well, thank you very much, Stefan. So, first of all, let me present you our solution, Seavus Project Viewer. As all the project viewers in general, Seavus Project Viewer is also a standalone low-cost application for viewing Microsoft Project files. This is suitable for all project organizations, let's say from small to medium sized companies until large corporation. Now, this software solution, you can view the native MPP file format of Microsoft Project, but without needing the same one on your computer. Who can use Seavus Project Viewer? Well, Seavus Project Viewer mainly is used by project managers, team members, team leaders, and external stakeholders. Our experience till now is saying that usually 70% from the employees in a company are using Project Viewer, and only few of them, or basically the project managers or the project leaders, are the ones who will use Microsoft Project. Now, how can your company benefit from such a solution? Well, let's say Seavus Project Viewer, first of all, is around 10% from the Microsoft Project price, or is 90% less expensive, and it will especially be of benefit for the companies who would like to reduce the expensive Microsoft Project licenses. Companies who use Seavus Project Viewer also experience some improved communication within the teams, as the info is presented identically as in Microsoft Project. And also, Seavus Project Viewer has a fast learning curve for, let's better say it, people who are familiar with the Microsoft project can instantly use Seavus Project Viewer without any difficulties. And also, Seavus Project Viewer is with friendly, very user-friendly software, meaning that it has same look and feel as Microsoft project, and also will allow you to use it immediately without any training. Seavus Project Viewer is also available on all platforms. As you can see, we are available on Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and online, and we have an online version. And also, we are a multi-language application. You can see the languages that we currently, all the languages that we currently support.
Okay. I believe our users are more interested in seeing Seavus Project Viewer in action, so I suggest we start it and get a real hands-on experience from the benefit it offers. Can we switch to Seavus Project Viewer now?
Of course. Well, as you can see, Seavus Project Viewer comes with a fluent user interface, or the fluent UI, which replaced menus and customizable toolbars with a single office menu. This is a miniature toolbar known as a quick access toolbar, and what came to known as the ribbon. Multiple tabs, each holding a toolbar bearing buttons, and occasionally other controls. Seavus Project Viewer ribbons are identical as the ones in Microsoft Project, with same locations for the features and controls. The graphical user interface reduces the time needed for incorporating the application into the company portfolio, eliminating training costs because of its familiar environment. During the development process, we followed all guidance and recommendations that are being released from Microsoft.
Great. Can we see some of the elements included in Seavus Project Viewer now?
Yeah, sure. Now, let's firstly open Microsoft Project and view usual file from made in Microsoft Project. So this is the .mpp file. And I will suggest to start with some of the views that are supported in Seavus Project Viewer. So if you can see, let's see the file first. There are no differences between the one open up in either Seavus Project Viewer or in Microsoft Project. Now, in Seavus Project View, we can display Seavus Project Viewer is displaying a subset of the information. The project manager typically enters in Microsoft Project in particular format. That subset of information gets stored in Microsoft Project files and plan and can be displayed in any view in Seavus Project Viewer that calls for that information. Now, Seavus Project Viewer supports an extensive list of standard and user-defined views. And I might add that actually Seavus Project Viewer supports 100% of the views included in Microsoft Project. So let's go through some of them. Now, let me introduce the Gantt with the timeline view. The Gantt with timeline view lets you simultaneously display a high-level and detailed picture of your project.
So this is the timeline view?
Yeah. Now let's go to the tracking Gantt. The tracking Gantt view is also based on the Gantt chart view. The tracking Gantt view provides a great visual way to evaluate the progress on individual tasks and also the project as a whole. Detail Gantt. The detail Gantt view, as you can see, shows a list of tasks and related information, as well as a chart that displays split pages and team bar between tasks. Let's go to another view. This is the calendar. The calendar view in Seavus Project Viewer closely resembles the calendar view on the Microsoft Outlook. Leveling Gantt. Let's go to this view. The leveling gun view focuses on daily tasks. This view provides a graphic representation of delayed tasks while providing task detail information. Also, we have the network diagram. Well, the network diagram view has less to do with, let's say, timing with the general flow of work and the relationships between tasks in your project. Now, this view makes it easy for you to evaluate the flow of your project and also to check the dependencies. Resource usage view. This view, or the resource usage view, will display each resource and the tasks that are assigned to it. We can now see, let me click the task usage view. This is a powerful view that enables you to focus on how resources affect the task by showing resource assignment for each task. Now use this view to organize resources by task, evaluate work effort and cost by task, and compare scheduled and actual work and costs.
Okay. At the beginning of the webinar, I mentioned something about collaboration, and you've said that we've dedicated a separate webinar for this, but I would just like to ask you briefly, can you please show us the collaboration features available in Seavus Project Viewer?
Yes, sure. Well, as we said, we would like to have another dedicated webinar specifically for the collaboration features included in Seavus Project Viewer. And what I can add now shortly is that Seavus Project Viewer collaboration is through OneDrive, Project Server, and SharePoint Server. Now, Seavus Project Viewer also offers its own collaboration called Task Update, but I do believe that in the next webinar, along with these features of collaboration, we can include the benefit and the usage of our own functionality added in Seavus Project Viewer called Task Update.
Right. And I do have one more question given to me right before the start of this webinar, and it's it is about privacy in project viewers. One of our users was concerned if a plane contains confidential info which requires privacy, can the MPP files be password protected?
Okay, great question. Thanks to the viewer. Oh, absolutely. Let me just open up and show you. We will, of course, cover up this later on, but Seavus Project Viewer, yes, supports password protected files. And let me show on the screen. We are talking about specific file type, and I like to point out, I would like to now add the password so we can open up the file. Well, let me try with the wrong password first, just to see if we are correct that we cannot, if the password is wrong, we cannot open the file. Now, yeah, let's try with the correct one. Here we are. So we are now seeing the password protected file. Also, I would like to add in context of this question that while we are talking about these specific file types, that Seavus Project Viewer also supports master project plans.
Thank you. Can we continue to presenting Seavus Project Viewer 2016 and the benefits it brings?
Of course. Now, we would like to present you what's new in Seavus Project Viewer 2016. Well, the main thing is that we now fully support Microsoft Project 2016. Team members can open project plan in any previous Microsoft Project version, but starting from this September, we have implemented full support for Microsoft Project 2016 files. So Seavus Project Viewer is the first project viewer on the market to open the .mpp files from all official Microsoft Project versions. So you can now open, view, and print files made in Microsoft Project 2016. Open Microsoft Project 2000 hybrid file formats. This is Microsoft Project 2016 files that are saved as a previous version of this file type. Also, the support of Windows 10. I'm not sure, but has your company upgraded to Windows 10 yet? This is the latest operating system that is taking a full swing, and the leading view of Microsoft project files follows the step. So Seavus Project Viewer has the support for Windows 10. We can focus only on your project progress without any worries of, let's say, compatibility issues that can arise. With Seavus Project 12, we are supporting this. Also, you're presenting the time category in graphical reports. Now, before we talked about the time category, let's briefly just cover the graphical reports in Seavus Project Viewer. Now, Seavus Project Viewer comes with a brand new visual reports and dashboard. And just go
There
to
it is.
Yeah, to the reports and dashboards, allowing team members, let's say team leads and other project participants, to view the health of the project plan. Now, using the visual reports, team members can view the upcoming tasks, which tasks are behind schedule, or to get information regarding the critical tasks in project plan, while the team leads, project stakeholders can observe the tasks and resource costs, and also analyze whether they are aligned according to the, let's say, the project budget, or to be informed about the project status via the burn down reports. Now, let's go to the categories and reports that are implemented in Seavus Project Viewer. The dashboard category, this is the cost overview, project overview, upcoming tasks, and work overview. Also the resource category, or the resource overview, the cost category, the cost overruns, resource cost overview, and task cost overview. Now, you can get a full overview of your project progress over time. Now, you can check your busiest, most costly periods of your project life cycle, or check your resource usage throughout the project. Seavus Project Viewer 12 includes the time category, allowing you to follow how particular parameter changes over time.
Okay. Now let's see if we have any questions from the audience that need answering. As we mentioned before, two of them. The first one is from Vivian Goldstrong, and she has a question about graphical reports. I guess when you were talking about them, can some of the predefined info be changed?
Well, yes, actually. Just a second, let me show you. The graphical reports are quite customizable, and the pies, the charts, and other info can be arranged according to your needs, as you can see here. Okay, we can add, remove fields, add what we particularly want to display in the graphical report.
Great.
Yeah, let's see another question. Can we get back to the Q&As?
Do you offer SharePoint online integration? From Henry Summers.
Okay, yes, we can also show that. Let's go to the file.
Oh, you mentioned it before.
Yes,
in the SharePoint
actually
integration.
I did. Besides the in-house SharePoint variant that we've shown recently, in the collaboration features, Seavus Project Viewer also offers integration with SharePoint Online.
So it's up to the user to choose if he wants to implement an in-house or a SharePoint Online.
Yeah.
Okay. Those were the questions, I think. Those were the questions. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I would just like to thank everyone for attending today and invite you all to follow us on our social media profiles, Twitter and Google+, for future news and offers regarding Seavus Project Viewer. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, as there will be more interesting webinars to come. I would just like to point out, for those interested in trying Seavus Project Viewer for themselves, we have a free 15-day trial available at seavusprojectviewer.com. And for those interested in purchasing it, we do have a limited promo offers available in our pricing section. For any other information, you just may refer to our website, as I mentioned, seavusprojectviewer.com. And I would also like to express my gratitude to our other tool titled iMindQ, in which we had.
Yeah, great. I just wanted to add that. So our product, Seavus
and of course,
Project
thank
Viewer.
you to Emil.
Thank you
for being with us.
Thanks.
So far, we would just like to thank you all and announce the other webinar, which will be coming soon. Thanks.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.